People, it is Friday, July 25th. my bad. And we just concluded our best funded week of all time. I would count this as the best funded week all time, just cause like I did like 1K on I did like 1.5K on Apex account, but I'm not even gonna count that because that's not even real money until you get out of that live trailing drawdown. So fuck that Apex shit, and fuck Apex for this shit too. I'm about to get into this. So let's get into today. We're coming into this 1 hour wick right here, bro. It's so messy, you can't even see shit. All right, well, I think I saved everything from the week, so I'm just going to I'm gonna go over a weekly review, but first I want to go over this trade, and it sucks. I wanted that full buy side. Oh my god. All right, let's chill. So we come into market open, and we can't see this up candle yet. So we come in, 9:30 gets put in, and then we sweep. We consolidate for a second, sweep to high, tap in our 830, sweep lower, put in our first presented fair value gap. So I'm bullish on the day because if you look at this 1 hour wick, respecting our 0.25, etc., heading higher. We are bullish on this time frame. 15 minute. If you look, we have this order block below this liquidity, so it's perfect for us to go higher basically and sweep out everyone from this move yesterday and continue moving higher. Let me see real quick. My bad. No. Yeah, no. I wish I was a part of this move, but it's okay. I made my money and I left. I just wish Okay. Regardless, come in 15 minute. We got our SMT sell side sweep. Everything is looking great as a little like little puppy. I love to see it. Put in our first presented. We immediately get above it and then get this rejection. And then on the 1 minute, I enter on that candle closing, wanting to close upwards. However, this is what really, because this isn't my model. This is just a forever model. SMT, change in the state. I guess you can say waited for the change in the state. Or no, not even. Change in state's up here. Change in the state, ran inverse for value gap, bread and butter for forever model. 15-second though, look at this puppy. Ran sell side, first 15-second for value gap. Ran through this one, so balanced price range. I'm looking for this inverse for value gap to be respected, as well as this. 2 for value gap set up, respecting. There's your entry as soon as we get this nice candle close right there. Stop loss below the low and target your high. You can see how late my entry were. It was around like here, so it was kind of late. But we still entered kind of there, and I had my stop loss way underneath there in order to compensate for basically missing out on the good entry. So I had to risk like 150 to make like what, 200. So yeah, I wish I would have entered earlier, or I wish I just put more size on because I didn't take any amount of drawdown on this, basically like nothing. I entered another contract though here. I felt confident there. So 3 originally, I entered another contract right at that, like once that 1 minute started to consolidate on top of first presented, propulsion block, etc. I was like, we're going higher to this buy side. Why would we want to reverse back lower, take out sell side again? It just doesn't make much sense. So yeah, very, very easy and simple day. So what are the stats of this week? We're green. Second green week on the XFAs. If this is what being profitable feels like, it doesn't even feel like nothing. If I didn't have this bad week, that I'm always going to reminisce on just because I can see it. Once I move on to this next month, I'm going to say clean slate. I don't give a fuck what happened. But this is just what got me off to that bad start, so we have to dig out of it, We came back, we still have about $350 left to draw down. However, we did have a great week. Started off we traded every day this week, which honestly, I didn't like 23rd trade. The 23rd trades were not good. And then the 22nd trade, I believe, was like something wacky. But the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, I traded all week, and 3 out of 5, so not bad. We had a big win yesterday. Put more size on it, felt comfortable. It was the exact same trade. Ready? Sweep sell side, SMT, ran inverse for value gap, enter, 15-second or 30-second time frame, other things. What's here? Sweep, ran inverse for value gap, change in state plus, and then also there's two 30-second fair value. There's a 30-second fair value gap higher to the buy side. This one, I believe, this was a good one I took on. Inverse fair value gap. Reclaimed double fair value gap. So we disrespected this fair value gap, but we closed back in it with the bodies. And we're in the macro, so we swept it, 2-minute order block, high resistance run higher into the buy side. Beautiful. Right here. What are we seeing? Classic double fair value gap. We tapped into the lower one, but I was still willing to take longs up to the upside just because of the conditions. Look, come down, consolidation, sweep. What are we gonna do? We're not gonna come all the way back down because this consolidation's unswept. So we're gonna come back up higher in the macro, take out high. I got stopped out on that one. Try to revenge trade because I lost this good trade, lost it. So that was, but we kept losses small. We kept them small that day. That was like a $115 loss or something. I don't know where this other loss is. Oh, here. Yeah, I skipped right over it. Here I just fell victim to not going break even, and holding bias a little too hard. The entry was up here. I just failed to notice it, and and I noticed that the days that I have my daily buys on point, not my daily buys, my draws and how I want to see price go off open, where I want to see it, what I want to see it do before I enter. The days I'm better at that, the days I'm hitting these crazy TPs, like TPs. I hit 3 great TPs today that I could be making a bunch of money on. I just have to eliminate these dumb losses, Like, I shouldn't be trading this because it taps in that lower for value gap. Yes, we're beating around the bush, and we know that fundamentally it might want to go up. Oh my God, man, of course. We know fundamentally that this wants to go higher, but, should we enter it? And then should we enter this too, which is diabolical? Like, what are we even doing there, man? All right. Anyways, let's get off the bad stuff and then just finish this week off nicely, because we're definitely hitting our midnight open. I'm going to see you in a second. But yeah, no. Beautiful class action trading day. If I took a larger size position, I would have been out of drawdown. And yes, it would have felt good to be out of drawdown. And I would have been like, damn, next week I don't have to worry about some bum shit. But I don't care. I do not care about the drawdown. All I care about is the trades I'm taking, bro. I don't, every single trade this week has been relatively good except that 23rd. The 22nd, I won't even count as a bad trade. The 23rd was just a day I could eliminate losses. So technically, I would be basically break even if I didn't take that stupid loss on the 23rd. But am I mad about it? No, I'm not. Because what it do, it taught me a lesson. Taught me a lesson to be, for real myself. Because, it's easy. This thing is easy. Like, I don't understand what's so damn hard about this when I see this I saw this 3 times this week, and it happened, perfectly. There's no second guessing about it, if, ands, or buts. You're just going to execute, and you're going to, put your risk behind it, and then hope it hits. So, yeah, something going into next week I want to work on is keeping that risk stable. I feel like risking 500 is a lot of money. So, I think I'll risk, like, 300, around 3. I think 300 is a good, risk. Because then you're losing 300. Like, if I lose 2 trades of 300, that's $600. But if I lose 1 trade of 500, and, that's $500 gone. So 2 trades of 300, I feel like or not 2 trades, but just $300 risk will be good. It'll eliminate this wins and these bullshit wins, but it'll show more wins of, $600 and more dollars like that. So, yeah, oh no, I feel great. Second green week on the XFAs, it's a battle, and also something I was trying to do, I was trying to buy an Apex. I was trying to. Shut up, little baby. God damn. Alright, well, I was trying to buy a... Riley! Come on now. I was trying to buy a damn Apex when I'm supposed to be trading. Riley! right? Like, cause I'm trying to full port longs, and just pass another account for fun. But I just realized that that's not worth it, man. I just gotta focus on what I got and just chill. There's no point to be doing all that dumb stuff when you already got two counts. You're about to bring them back to life. You have your five $200 days. You can see them right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have your five $200 days. So all you need right now is just to build that good habit of basically just consistency and discipline. And I think this week proved it. We kept losses to a good amount. We took a 280 loss though on the 23rd. It was a little of a not good day, but that's how it is. We're gonna change that. Not we're gonna change that, but we're not gonna be doing that anymore. And then so that's all it is. And I'm seeing all these $200 days. I'm seeing is he's doing the minimum to get the like third person speaking. He's doing the minimum to get his minimum days. You feel me? Like the amount of days he needs. That's what I'm trying to thinking kind of subconsciously, that I'm trying to get these $200 days so I can just have that done. So now I can just be completely focused on keeping risk normal and then dealing with all the regular stuff. Today should have been a big ass win, but like I said, came off that big win yesterday, and I don't want to give it all back. On the end of the week, I don't want to do that. I just want to low key chill, and then if something A+ is there, I'll take it. But I feel like the more I trade this account, the more and more I'll be able to eliminate that mental oh my god, because man, if you're scared to be trading XFAs your whole life, then you're gonna be you're gonna end up in the drain. It's not possible. So yeah, I just want to get that over with. So times 2. So technically a $1,200 week. Just everything has been drawdown recently. So yeah, we're crawling out this drawdown. Hopefully next week is gonna look good. Yeah, I will see y'all next week. I'm being in Orlando this weekend. Monday, I don't believe I'll find a trade. Probably not. I might, but I don't know when I'm gonna be back. So if I'm up there, if I'm in Orlando on Monday, most likely won't place a trade because that's just a recipe for disaster, unless it's looking real good. If it's a day like today and I'm done by 10 o'clock, then I'm gonna be all right. If it's setting up to be a day like today, then I'll consider it. But if I'm gonna be sitting through a chop day like yesterday and then get these big old wins, then I'd rather just pass. But that is it. I will see you on Monday, the 28th, I believe. 26th, 27th. 28th. Peace out, bro. Stay safe.